Well, good morning. Day 129. Folks are having breakfast. Everybody's getting up and moving around. So these are the folks that we spent time with last night. Nice little campsite area down here in the flat. And I think I showed you the shelter last night up here above. Day 129 at Wildcat Shelter, and we're gonna be heading out here shortly. Morning. You get off the trail today. You get to go actually sleep in a real bed tonight.
Had a shower too.
Lucky guy. Oh yeah, don't rub it in. But yeah, anyway, it's going to be a good day. Hawkeye and I are shooting for 20 today. We'll see how it goes. We've got an out at 14, but we'd really rather not because we are going into town tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if we get 14 and get stuck, we'll stick. If not, we're going to try to do 20, and that'll leave us 10 tomorrow. So we'll see up the trail. Alrighty, so this is the kind of a sign we like to see. Trail Magic Tuesday, June 11th. I think that's today. 5.2 miles ahead. So we're gonna hustle on up there and see what we got coming up. Good food and drink, that'd be awesome. We have not had a whole lot of Trail Magic this trip. Well, here's one more view of the stream. Looks like it comes off these rocks up here. And it's coming down up underneath these and going right down underneath my feet right here. Oh, there's some feet. And then it continues right on down that way. First time we've had anything resembling a waterfall in a while. And another view even further upstream. This keeps getting better and better. So we're gonna cross just above this little cascade right here, I believe, and go up this way. Here's a little bit of a look back into New York. Still in New York, but anyway, I'm gonna walk backwards just a tad around this tree. So the trail has been kind of this. It's not been too terribly bad today. A little up, a little down, a little flat. We've done a pretty good job of hiking out. I seem to have gotten well ahead of Hawkeye all of a sudden. I'm not sure how that happened, but he'll be along in a little bit. And we're eager to find out what we got for Trail Magic coming up here just in a little bit. That'll be kind of cool. I think I saw a shadow move back there, so maybe he's coming. We try to wait on each other every now and then and just make sure that we stay, you know, within a few minutes of each other. We don't have to walk right on top of each other, but we like to check on each other and make sure that everything's good and all is well. So a little bit of a rock climb this morning, not too bad. Nothing's been as crazy as yesterday, and I hope that we're done with that hand over hand stuff. But I am gonna need poles to get up this. Looks like we're gonna have a view right over the top, so I'll see about that and show it to you if we get there, or if there is one when we get there. Well, nice little boardwalk right here. And we've got a pond off to the left over here. That's a neat surprise. It sort of looks stagnant, but I think you could drink the water if you filtered it. We're coming up on a road. I think I can hear the traffic. We may not cross it, but at least we're coming close to it. But still moving on forward this morning. Well, we just came up this boardwalk right here, and we're just at the road crossing. Here's a neat place for hikers to sit down and take a minute to rest. And somebody was kind enough to put a water cache right here, which is awesome. That's been left this morning because I think that one is, that smart bottle's full of ice. There's some crackers and Oreos in there. So very, very nice. Thanks to whomever did this. We have a water cache in front, and it looks like we have Trail Magic, which is awesome. We haven't had a really good spread like this before, so we're excited to see it and thank the folks that are hosting. So a great day today, punctuated with Trail Magic from Pacers Trail Magic. We appreciate all the folks that are cooking and have made donations and have made this possible. So thank you guys so much. Hamburgers and hot dogs were a great treat, some drinks, and we're gonna be heading up the road here just shortly, but this is a good place to stop and have a snack. Well, this has a sheen on it. I don't like it. It's kind of gross, actually. It's running through okay down here, prettier down this way, but neat little creek, interesting little rock crossing, wonderful Trail Magic. 2 burgers, 2 dogs, cheese, sauerkraut, everything. It was awesome. And now we're pressing on up the trail. I'm passing this neat little fungus right here, growing right here on the base of this tree. Really pretty. Just had another little bit of a rock scramble, but not nearly as bad as what we had before the Trail Magic lunch. But Nice sunny day today. It's getting kind of warm actually. Probably warmer today than it has been in the last week or so. But it's a beautiful day. And we're plowing forward. Alrighty, so this is nice. Big steep rocky climb there. But we got a nice view for it, so at least we have that going for us. We've been walking a lot on, just this flat rock surface. It reminds me of Rocky Face, which is a park back home where people walk and you're just walking over the granite surface. Thankfully, it's not wet because it would be slick if it were. Well, I think they may have just walked out of range, but there's 3 turkeys that we just came upon. Yeah, you can't see them anymore, but really kind of neat. I've never seen turkeys in the wild before till this trip. So that's been kind of a neat thing. We just climbed up and up and up, and it looks like now we're going down, down, down. I think that's kind of our day, is lots of just ups and downs. I just hope that not every up involves a rock scramble as they have to this point. Well, invoking the wow rule, I just came across a little hump behind me and greeted with this mountain range in front. Well, blessing upon blessings, we just had some more trail magic. We had Gatorade and brownies, which doesn't sound like it goes well together, but when you're a hiker, it absolutely does. So we're heading down this little road towards Harman State Park now. See a blaze over there on the telephone pole. And we may just hit the 14-mile shelter today. We're still playing with it. It's 1:30, it's 2 o'clock. And Hawkeye's not sure he's got 20 miles in him today. We've had a lot of rock scrambles, but the gentleman that just gave us drinks said that at least a lot of the hand-over-hand stuff is over with. We do have something in front of us called the lemon squeezer, and I don't know if that's going to be today or tomorrow now. I knew it was coming up, and I thought it was going to be today, but all today I've thought, well, we're going to try to push this 20 miles so that we don't have quite so much of a trek tomorrow into Fort Montgomery. But we'll play it by ear and see how it goes, and if we get there and we're feeling okay, we'll press on, and if not, we'll stop. So we'll let you know, and we'll touch base with you along the trail today. Well, looking back down over where we come from, this is Harman State Park. Now, I have to do some research. The gentleman who gave us the drinks earlier is telling us that the Harman fellow made his fortune in railroads. So I'm sure he's probably a Rockefeller contemporary or something to that effect. But we're still climbing. It looks like we're going up over some more rocks. But the top, I think, is somewhat in sight. So we keep hoping that we're going to stop doing this. And he swears that we've done the worst of the worst. So at least that's good, because we did have a really, really steep climb that I didn't film coming down into the roadway where we stopped and ate with that gentleman. So hopefully the worst is behind us and we get up on top of this and we're done for a while. Well, coming down a hill here, it's not been too bad of a scramble, but we've got a lake over here to the right. I'll have to look up and see which one this is, because I've forgotten. I did look at that last night, but I just forgot which one it is. Anyway, we're heading on down. I do think we're going to call it at the first shelter, which will put us at about 14.5 or so miles today. We've taken a good bit of breaks so far as the trail magic, probably all told an hour, hour and a half, sitting down and talking with the folks that were providing the food. And that's been good and enjoyable and what we needed. So that's been a blessing. So Hawkeye's feet are hurting. I think he's still just kind of getting back into the swing of hiking. We did 5 yesterday. We did 10 yesterday, 5 the day before. 14 still building it back up. But that'll leave us 16 tomorrow to get into town. We'll just have to get on up early and get out and hope for lighter terrain and less rocky terrain tomorrow than what we've seen today. But I still think there's a few things for us to see today, and I'll let you know when we get there. Well, we're climbing up the other side of, I think this is called Island Lake. So here's the trail. And we have this thing called the lemon squeezer coming up in about half a mile, which will be interesting. It's, well, I'll let you see it. It's not a big deal. I think we'll be fine. But notable trail feature that we'll show you when we get there. Well, there's a deer. Hello, honey. I don't know whether she'll stand still and let me approach or not. Wonder if she's trying to get her a 2,000 miler award. So it's probably 35 or 40 feet away. Really neat. It's harder to aim the camera when I've got it zoomed in tightly like this. She's trying to decide what I'm up to. But she obviously knows she's in a state park and that I'm no threat. She's still behind that tree right there. I think she's just being camera shy. Hello. Don't mind us. It's probably the closest and the longest video that we've taken, except for maybe that one that you took at Hump Mountain, but awesome. But anyway, we're gonna hike on. See if we can get around her without spooking her too badly. If she'll stand still, we'll go past her. She's not worried about us. All right, call that 15 feet. Hey there. Now, if she starts coming over here towards me, I'm going to be really surprised. But absolutely gorgeous. Well, we're not sure if this is the lemon squeezer or not. I personally think this is a prelude to the lemon squeezer. And I think the lemon squeezer is up here a little further along. That's what I think.
That is a good little squeeze.
Okay, so yeah, it is coming. Yeah, this is it right here. So I may have to take my pack off. I may have to put my phone down. I mean, darn. Whoops, yeah, I think I'll have to take some stuff off. That's a fairly narrow little gap right there.
I don't see it.
All right, so yeah, this is the lemon squeezer. And Hawkeye thinks he can make it through without taking his pack off. I want him to be really careful of that tent right there and the poles. I know he's okay. I'm worried about the abrasion on the top of that pole bag right there. We may have to call Big Agnes and get a new pole bag. And I think he's about through. I'll see if I can get him to video me on the way back through. He's still plowing through there. This is tight. It's like 1.5 feet maybe in some places, but I think he's about made it. Alrighty, he's made it through.
All right, go ahead. The trick is to lean against the side.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a few spots where it's tough.
And this is one.
Yep.
Here, grab those. One less thing to carry.
Yeah. You need to take stuff off?
Huh?
Do you need to take stuff off?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
Well, we have completed the lemon squeezer. There was a steep climb uphill from that had a blue blaze, and I'll be honest, as tired as I am and as late in the day as it was, that was a vertical 6 or 8 foot climb. We did the blue blaze. We only shifted around about 30 or 40 feet, just around that really straight up vertical rock climbing section, and I just don't trust my balance and strength late in the day, because we're pushing 13 or 14 miles now on our trip today. And it just seemed to be the safer thing to do for us both, being that we're tired, is to duck around that rock climb section. But the lemon squeezer was no big deal. We both got through with our packs, and I was worried about the abrasion on his tent bag, pole bag, but I think it was minimal. And we just kind of crested the ridge, and we're going downhill now. So I was looking ahead for tomorrow. We had planned 20 today and 10 tomorrow. We're going to switch it up a little bit and do 14 and 16. But tomorrow's trip seems to have less elevation, so I'm hopeful for better terrain and we can traverse it maybe more quickly than I expected. So that's going to work out pretty good. Neither shelter, the one that we had planned for tonight, nor the one that we're going to stop at here in a mile or so, neither of those has water. So we're going to have to stop somewhere and fill up our water bags so that we've got water for tonight and tomorrow morning. And we'll get in the bed early and get up and out early tomorrow, headed for Fort Montgomery. Well, this is kind of nice. We're going down below, finally, below and not on top of all these big rock faces over here. And there's a really nice little path carved out for us. You can sort of see it goes down through the middle of the screen right here and on over. I think we're about to come to our water source for our shelter tonight. So we'll fill up our water bladders and our water bottles and maybe even a dirty bag or two just to make sure we've got plenty, and we'll get on to the campsite. Well, I'm not really sure what to make of these big rock piles down here. There's quite a few of them. There's a stream down in there. I don't know whether this wasn't cleared off because there's still rocks up here. So I don't know. We're gonna go down through there. It's a beautiful little trail right there. Yeah, those are Pennsylvania bound Hawkeye sets. Good point. This has obviously been manicured in the last month or two. It's very obvious that there's fresh dirt turned here, and they've really done a good job on this little section of trail. So thanks to all the folks who maintain the trail. It's a volunteer effort completely. And without it, there would be no trail. So we appreciate all the folks who put in time and effort to make this an easy path, or an easier path to traverse. Well, more mountain laurels here. Thought I'd show you this because it's just really nice. They're about to have reached their peak, but I'm going to walk on through. So some of you watched the videos for an interesting fact, and I haven't put as many of those in lately as I usually do. So here's an interesting fact for the day. Water weighs 2.2 pounds per liter. I don't know why on the trail we measure by liters, probably because some people carry Nalgene bottles, which are a 1 liter bottle. Our smart water bottles, which weigh about a sixth of the weight of an Nalgene bottle. They're really lightweight and disposable. You can swap them out in town if you need to. They get dirty. They're liters. So the shelter where we're headed tonight doesn't have a water source, or it does, but it's purported to be dry. So we're having to pack in water about 0.8 of a mile. So water's 2.2 pounds per liter. And I'm full up. I've got a 3 liter hydration bladder that I never fill to the top. I usually fill it with 2 liters of water, or 1.5 liters, depending on what we look like during the day. So 3 liters in the hydration bladder. I have 2 1 liter smart bottles. And then I probably have 1 liter of unfiltered water stuffed in the outside mesh of my pack. So 6 liters of water at 2.2 pounds. That's 13.2 pounds of just water in my pack right now. Thankfully, I'm 0.4 from the shelter. We're almost there. And hopefully the terrain will not be a massive rock scramble. We just had a little bit of one. It wasn't bad, but some deep steps up. But eager to get to where we're going and get some of this weight off my back. And then tomorrow, not as bad. We'll have water throughout the day tomorrow. We won't have to carry that much water out, but we're just worried about having enough water tonight because we're both thirsty and we'll drink quite a bit when we get to the shelter. I usually do at least a liter of Propel or some other electrolyte, something just to give my body back something. Although today I've had my fill of Gatorade with the Trail Magic, I'm still going to have some Propel because I like the taste. Anyway, we're about to be where we're going tonight. I'll show you the shelter area when we get there. Well, so the trail has been rugged today, but every time we have reached a climb, we've gotten to something kind of like this, a grassy area, or at least an area with big flat rocks that you can walk out on like a sidewalk. It's been a really pretty day today. We're almost to the shelter, I think, maybe 0.2, maybe not even quite that. But it's been a good day of hiking. I don't feel bad about pulling up a little shorter than the 20 because it doesn't cost us any time. We're still going to get to Fort Montgomery tomorrow. And because of some logistics things, we had planned to zero there anyway. So it's not going to make a difference that we'll be a couple hours later getting into town than we expected to be. I may call the motel tonight just to make sure that we got a room. But and when I talked to the guy the other night, they said, no, don't worry about it. It'll be there. But anyway, we'll see what we see. I'm keeping my eyes out for the shelter. I see the bear hang right down here to the right. So we've got bear cables tonight. That's cool. I don't think we have a privy, but I'll be all right without that. But somewhere the shelter's got to be right around this area. I'll find it and show it to you. We're going to pretend that it's last night and that I filmed an outro video for yesterday's arrival here at camp. So this is the shelter where we stayed last night. This is the, fiddle-dee-dee, I don't remember the name of it. I'll have to go back and look it up. But anyway, we slept well last night. We met a family that Dad just retired from the Army. They've been living in Germany for the last couple of years. That was kind of cool. The kids were scouts, and we had a really good chat with them about Philmont and about some of our experiences, and slept really well. So thanks for joining us today. And I'm going to probably have another video just like this tomorrow morning for you first thing. So we'll see you then.